How many times has a dead smartphone or tablet ruined your plans? Surely you agree that such a situation is far from uncommon. Our dependence on energy sources is as strong as on the gadgets themselves. However, scientists have already put forward the idea of a quantum battery with an almost infinite life. This project is just the first step towards creating a perpetual motion machine. But if we manage to fully realize it, we won't only get rid of endless recharging of phones, but we'll even be able to transfer our favorite gadgets from generation to generation. Our lives will be much cooler than in science fiction novels or films. The idea of creating a nanometer-sized quantum battery belongs to scientists at both the University of Alberta and the University of Toronto in Canada. According to researchers, this little thing is able to hold a smartphone's charge almost forever. Once you charge a quantum battery, you'll never need to connect it to a power network again. Owners of mobile devices will be able to use them as much as they like and not be afraid that at the most inopportune moment the battery will run out. Quantum energy sources can also be used in electric vehicles, electric scooters, laptops and many other devices that use batteries. So the workings of this nano device are based on weakly different principles than usual. Nowadays, lithium-ion batteries are placed in smartphones, which work due to the long-known electrochemical processes. While the batteries of the Canadian scientists rely solely on quantum mechanics, they first examined the use of a nanostructured, solid state of matter in which electrons absorb photons and become quasi-stable. In this state, particles can't remain in the device almost forever. An example of such a phenomenon is ordinary luminescence. When, for example, clock hands or plastic figures glow for a very long time in the dark after turning off the light. This concept is realistic and has already been used in various kinds of sensors of ionizing radiation. These devices remember the dosage of X-rays they receive when worn on the human body. They can even alert us about it by emitting electrons or glowing with simple heating. In the case of a quantum battery, researchers are betting on creating sources with an unlimited supply of specific energy. The difficulty is to make the battery always hold a quantum charge within the dark. That is a closed state. It must not exchange energy with the environment in any way. Energy should circulate within the framework of a smartphone bracelet, smartwatch or other gadget, allowing it to recharge itself again and again and not lose its charge. Theoretically, such a state can persist forever in a closed system, according to experts. The model has proven to be fully operational. Nevertheless, it will remain in the status of theoretical development for a long time. Our level of technological progress won't allow this technology to be realized, at least for the next 5 to 10 years. However, many more breakthroughs have occurred in science, and perhaps thanks to one of them, the Canadian scientists will soon realize their plan. Or maybe they can make a perpetual motion machine of some other type. Researchers from all over the world are already offering a lot of interesting different ideas. Theoretical physicist Robert Aleki from Poland and Mark Fans from Belgium are also involved in the creation of quantum batteries. They suggest that it would be possible to build an almost perfect battery by connecting multiple quantum energy sources to each other. In this case, their individual properties combining together. Thus, if one quantum battery will be charged in an hour, then two could take 30 minutes and several thousand batteries less than a second. It's true that experts found many weaknesses in this theory. Humanity does not yet know how to create such a battery using our present-day technologies and whether this is even possible at all. So nature once again prevailed and managed to solve a similar problem. With the help of photosynthesis, ordinary grass, algae and bacteria turn light energy into electrical energy with stunning efficiency unattainable. With modern technology, this efficiency of plants is inexplicable from the point of view of classical physics. But recent experiments show that photosynthesis uses the well-known quantum effect of particle superposition. Roughly speaking, electrons can be in several places simultaneously. Currently, many scientists are trying to apply the principle of photosynthesis to build more effective solar cells. Meanwhile, Chinese inventors have said they are close to creating a perpetual mobile or a kind of perpetual motion machine. They promise to soon test their EM drive in space. A quantum engine that doesn't need an external energy source. If successful in the future, this EM drive will be able to reach the edge of the solar system in just a few months. This device consists of a magnetron generating microwaves and a resonator which accumulates the energy of their vibrations. This design allows one to convert radiation into traction. Similar developments are also underway in England, Russia, and other countries. So apparently the day is fast approaching when we'll finally get an eternal source of energy. Can you imagine for a moment what will happen next? Let's try and do it together. Shipping services will immediately become cheaper, and in a month, a pleasantly slimmed down electricity bill will come. You'll no longer need to buy expensive energy-saving lamps. You'll not have to turn off the lights when you leave the room. Actually, our dreams of an endless and free source of energy are often limited to this. In fact, such savings are only a small part of the limitless possibilities of an internal source of energy. Possibly the most important thing for humanity is that wars will lose their meaning because most of them are fought over energy resources. There'll also be no need for oil and gas enterprises, and cars would be replaced by environmentally friendly electric vehicles. Thanks to this, the air in cities will be cleared of smog. People will begin to live longer because environmental pollution takes more lives than AIDS, tuberculosis and accidents combined. Doctors say that every year, 6.5 million people die prematurely due to poor environmental conditions. In addition, our quality of life will improve. The shortage of fresh water in the world will end because there will no longer be the huge expense on transportation, pre-treatment and wastewater treatment. In addition, desalination technologies for seawater and even direct extraction of water from the air will become cheap once and for all. The problem of world hunger will be solved today. Energy expense involved in food production accounts for about half the cost of food. When these costs drop sharply, food prices will collapse immediately. Moreover, with free and unlimited energy, agriculture will become profitable almost anywhere on the planet. Even Antarctica could be built up with greenhouses because maintaining the right temperature inside them will be cheap. Finally, with unlimited resources, scientists will be able to create spacecraft for interstellar flights. Then we'll finally get the opportunity to colonize other planets, unloading the overpopulated Earth. In a word, an endless source of energy will bring an era of abundance, an unprecedented flowering of scientific and technological progress, and will open up many other, no less amazing opportunities for humanity. Only if we don't again put ourselves in danger, so long as someone doesn't try to take control of all these perpetual motion energy generating devices in order to gain infinite power. And then again, there may be war, devastation and possible global cataclysms. But let's hope that mankind will have enough wisdom to apply the invention that has been dreamt up for centuries to the benefit of ourselves and our descendants. What do you think? Write about it in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell so you don't miss any new releases. There's still a lot more to learn about all these stunning achievements of science and technology.